is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
All right. Well, this is where we talk about this portion of the program. As as I said, both teams are hurting, especially in the secondary. In the secondary, especially the Giants. I mean, what you got is obviously you got Phillips and you got Adoree Jackson, and then you got McLeod. So we got three guys that we were expecting to have a lot of snaps, and we didn't have Adoree at the beginning of the season, obviously, but we got him. But when we got him, we were expecting, McLeod's had a knee for a little while, so. But when we brought Adoree in, we were definitely expecting him to get some snaps in there. The way Phillips has been doing, we're gonna be talking about Phillips in a little bit here. I said the way he's been going, I'll tell you what, boy, we want that freaking guy on the field. But we got the injury here. Let's see. Injury report. Now, Adoree Jackson and Drew Phillips, they've been ruled out with calves. Nick McLeod with his knee. Every time you talk to Dable, he's getting better. Of course he's getting better. You know what I mean? Yeah, every day he's getting a little bit better, but he was limited, McLeod. So quite possibly we're not going to have Adoree, we're not going to have Phillips, and quite possibly we may not have McLeod. So you might have to have Flott. You got Banks, maybe Trey Hawkins the third out there. We had Art Green play. One thing I would just like to say right off, Phillips really, really seems like a heck of a pick. Let me tell you what, heck of a pick. I think and we'll have to wait and see. If we're still one cornerback away. Flott didn't do too bad last week, but that was one game. He's had some issues, right? But last week Flott did not do too bad, right? So be interesting to see. Does Flott go in the slot? Because Hawkins is a boundary guy. Hawkins stays outside. So if we're going to have Flott, he'll be in the slot. Banks will be over here, and Hawkins will be out over there. Right. So we'll have to see. Can Flott? It's his third year, so we're kind of hoping, right, for good things from him. But after the season's over, that's when all the dust settles and smoke clears and all that stuff and everything. And they sit back and do we need another? Can we count on Flott? Because we got Banks and we got Phillips. We got two. Do we need one more or not? But let's see. Dexter Lawrence, a foot. Oh, he was limited, but just sounds like if anything's wrong at all with him, it seems like it's just like, all right, sexy. You just take the week off, brother. We'll see you game night, okay? All right. You do whatever you want, right? After this game, the nice thing about this, if he can come out of the game, not too bad a shape, he'll have 10 days off before the next game. Same thing with all these guys, right? McLeod with the knee, have another 10 days off. Adoree with his calf, Phillips with his calf. There'll be another 10 days off they'll have. So, right. Micah McFadden with a back. He was limited in participation. Let's see. Darius Slayton, he's questionable with his thumb. Jermaine Illuminor and John Michael Schmitz. Illuminor with his thumb and John Michael Schmitz neck. They were full participation. So we got 6 guys that were on the basically who are limited in participation in practice on Wednesday. Now the Cowboys, they got a few guys here, but they got 2 guys who are doubtful. Bell, their safety, Marquise Bell, his ankle, so he's doubtful. And Carson, their cornerback, he's got a shoulder. He did not participate on Wednesday either. He's doubtful. So we got 3 cornerbacks, and they got a cornerback and a safety who may not play. So that's where they pretty much the guys who are probably doubtful or out are all in the secondary for both teams. So, there might be some air yardage going on in this game, right? But I mean, hopefully, as I said, it's everything's relative. It's Einstein's theory of relativity. Everything's relative. If you can get the running game going, that opens up the passing game. If you can get the passing game to open up, that helps the running game, right? So, but both teams are taking a hit in the secondary. Javon Diggs, he has a foot. He was full participation. ABCD Lamb is an ankle, full participation. DeMarcus Lawrence, shoulder, he was full participation. Mozzie Smith, a back, he was full participation. John Stevens, their tight end, has a hamstring. He was full participation. And C.J. Goodwin, cornerback, not injury related. It was personal. He did not participate in Wednesday's practice, but it was personal. It seems like usually something like that when it's personal. I mean, I should probably wind up playing. But I got this other article here I saw here. It says Cowboys at New York injury news, emergency in the secondary. Dallas Cowboys at the Giants injury news. Emergency in the secondary. It's both teams are ailing in the defensive backfield as the teams reveal their final and official injury report. Let's see here. But there might be an emergency in both defensive backfield. Dallas is listing as doubtful 2 defensive backs, Carson and safety Marquise Bell. And New York has problems too, with 3 of their top corners ailing. Yipper. Not very good. So, I mean, it's going to, it's certainly going to help the Cowboys, obviously with Dak, so he might, that's, we can get some pressure on him. That could be huge. Maybe blitz him, get some pressure on him. Hopefully we can get some hits on him and all and everything. But our weakened secondary, they may not go off on us running the ball, but he could have a really, really good game passing the ball. And it'd be very, very important for Daniel Jones to have a good game passing the ball as well. But can't throw any silly interceptions. Can't give Dallas nothing at all. All right. So both teams are, definitely banged up in the secondary.